Hi everyone, it's Margaret and welcome again to my channel. Today I'm going to give a brief update of the Flying Star Feng Shui for the month of January 2022. I know we're a bit late in posting this as we're revamping and working on several different projects at this time. So may I suggest that if you do look forward and do not want to miss getting our monthly Flying Star updates to the start of each month, may I suggest that you get a copy of our annual annual Feng Shui calendar of the year. So the purchase of our 2022 annual Feng Shui calendar for the year of the tiger will actually automatically subscribe you to the monthly Flying Star update for 2022, and it will be sent to you. The link will be sent to you early to your email. Okay, so that is a suggestion that I could give if you don't want to miss getting the Flying Star update at the start of each month. So you can see here there's a link to it, and I will also write it down on the section of this video. Okay, anyway, let's get started. So as you can see here, in each of the 9 grids, you will find 2 numbers. The big number indicates the annual star, so the yearly star, and the smaller number to the right indicates the monthly star. Now, to get these sectors of the house, use a reliable compass to determine your house facing and and the location of the different sectors. So from January 6 to February 3, 2022 is the 12th month of the Xin Chao year, or the Yin Metal Ox. We're still in the Yin Metal Ox, and so with the ruling energy of the number 3 star in the central grid. Now, January marks the end of the Ox year and the beginning of the Tiger year, where energies of both signs will be felt. Remember that the Tiger year of 2022 has an abundance of Tiger energy. It has 3 tigers appearing in its chart. So all efforts should be made to get these 3 tigers onto your side. So the dominant star for this month of January is the quarrelsome star number 3, which flies into the center, indicating that there would be conflict and quarrels, and that could actually flare up in your home or maybe outside your home in your office space. So to counter this, we suggest maybe putting some red colored cushions, carpets, and other decorations in the center of your home to kind of augment the negative energy of the number 3, as red is the best remedy for the number 3 quarrelsome star. And it would also be a good color to usher in the young energy of the Lunar New Year as it approaches. And another thing to remember is to keep the center of the home relatively quiet if you can. So this month's luckiest sectors are the north, the northeast, and east. Suggest that you spend more time in these sectors and activate it with just by your presence and with some bright lights, as you can see. As we leave the year of the ox and head into the year of the tiger, again, take note that there are 3 tigers in the coming year, so some caution should be exercised, as it is going to be a more fast-moving year as opposed to the year past, the ox year. Okay. So let's start with the first sector of the for this month, and that is the southeast sector, which has the illness star. Health and well-being should be the focus of those living in the southeast or in southeast facing homes, or if you have your room in the southeast sector, as the illness star has flown into this particular sector for this month. So when it pairs with the annual number 5 yellow, it can really bring some serious health problems. And the overall luck of this sector is pretty weak, so those residing here should be little bit more careful, should avoid making important decisions this month, especially if you're working from this sector, and probably lie low in some of your activities. Maybe to wait out this month, and maybe next month will be a much better month, for this sector. As the annual 5 yellow is still present in the southeast sector, therefore it is still necessary to avoid activating the negative energy. It is best to keep this area quiet, no digging, no loud music, no noises, and minimize the activities in the area of your home if you can really, do so. Again, if you have a main door in the southeast, make sure that you don't bang it when you use the door. If you can actually use an alternative door and not this door that's in the southeast sector, then I would suggest that you do so. And if you have squeaky hinges, please oil them so as they don't make too much noise as well. Okay. Now let's get on to the next sector, which is the south sector, and the number 7 robbery or violent star flies into this particular sector. So those residing in the south must be extra vigilant of their surroundings, because the star also suggests that there's going to be robbery or accidents. And so avoid staying out late at night or going to unfamiliar places, as the number 7 also brings risk of money loss. And that can be caused by, again, robberies, accidents, and it can also suggest betrayals. So I would suggest just being careful and watching your backs this month. And again, keep this sector quiet for the month of January. Okay. Now let's get going to the next sector, which is the southwest sector. Now, the southwest sector has the arrival of the number 9 magnifying star, so brings more not great energies, as number 9, sort of exacerbate the effects of the quarrelsome star number 3. Occupants need to calm their tempers when dealing with people. Avoid overreacting too quickly when something angers you, and make it a point to take time to reflect before answering or responding, especially if you're not in a good mood. So it's a month when being slow to take action, to respond, or to say something is better than being too quick. So if there are conflicts that are, going on in your home or in your office, and that has to be resolved, better to delay responding to it, maybe next month, or just be careful when you reply to this conflicts, to just watch whatever you're saying or doing. So avoid activating this part of the home with too much noise. Okay, so there might be some tension and quarrels also with the matriarch, or woman in the home, as well as this is also the southwest sector, which is the sector of the matriarch as well. Okay, so let's get on to the next sector, which is the east sector, which has the number 1 victory star flying into this sector and joining the number 4, inspiring new ideas and creation. And there's for those who are in the literary world, it is a very good area to work from. The victory star joins the creative star number 4, fueling its potency and bringing plenty of creative thought into the picture. Again, great for those working in fields requiring this, and for students, and for those pursuing research or study of any kind. This combination also brings luck, the love and romance luck. So if there are single people in the home looking to find a soulmate, activating this part of the home can probably bring real prospects for love to you in this month. So an auspicious month for the East It predicts a pretty happy time for residents or for people who are using this particular sector. Okay, now let's get on to the next sector, which is actually the center. And now the center has the number 3 argument star flying into it, and combining with the number 6 might bring about some minor health issues. So, and it can also, being in the center, affect the whole household. So unless it's remedied, it can really stir up a lot of unnecessary quarrels and confrontations. And on the upside is the fact that the combination of this monthly and annual star can probably bring some windfall luck to the household. So, with the fact that this combination can indicate minor health issue, it is best to just keep this area quiet for for good health and well-being. Okay. Now, the next sector that we have here is the west sector, which unfortunately the bad luck number 5 has flown into this sector, bringing with it conflict and the risk and lots of risks to those in the west sector of the home. The number 5 yellow afflicts the sector, bringing risk of misfortune. Can the bad luck can be in the form of illness, money loss, accidents, heated arguments. So if you do have a main door or a bedroom in this particular west sector, I suggest that you use the metal remedies to minimize the negative energies of the number 5, to mitigate some of the inauspicious energies. And if you do have, again, another alternative door that you can actually use, then I suggest using the other door instead of the one that's in the west sector. So for those who also suffer poor health or are at high risk for health affliction, I suggest avoiding sleeping in this particular sector. Find another bedroom if you can. And again, to keep this sector quiet and low key for this month. Okay. Now the next sector that we have here is the northeast sector, and the northeast sector has the number 6 heaven star flying into the particular sector for this month, and it enjoys heaven luck. So the residents can look forward to improved windfall luck and benefactor luck, and which means that mentors can can come. You can cross path with some mentors or noblemen. Okay, so activate using this by using this area more often, especially for those starting new projects and positions. Again, however, the clash of elements here can actually also indicate a conflict between the older and younger generations. So being aware of this fact could actually help you try to reduce the possibility of friction or encounters of this kind. Okay. Now the next sector that we're going to be touching on is, of course, the north sector, which has the number 8 wealth and completion star coming and flying into the north. So money luck will improve, and there is an indication that long-term wealth can be accumulated. So activate this sector by using it more often. Work in this area if you can. The combination also forms the sum of 10, and keeping this part of the home active will be very auspicious. And this is also a good area to entertain. So if you have some furniture that you can shift around and move into this particular area to spend more time here, that is probably good. But you have to also remember that there are, however, lingering illness energies still, in this sector brought about by the annual number 2. So leave your annual remedies here to continue to stay safe. Okay. And again, if you do use this particular sector, just keep the noises and music to a lower volume or to a minimum. Okay. Now, the next sector we're going to touch on is, of course, the Northwest sector. And the Northwest sector happens to have the number 4, creative, romance, and literary star, bringing its good fortune and energies and good energies to the father or health of the household. So the Northwest enjoys the auspicious energy of the number 4, and it can bring new ideas and inspiration to those people residing here, to those who actually is using this sector. It can enhance strategic thought, thinking, and being the sector where the patriarch is it can benefit the father or the heads of households and leaders of all kinds. So if you are in a leadership role in something, this month brings the lack of good decision making, when you use this particular sector. But just a word of caution, there is a danger of probably extramarital affairs for married couples caused by the combination of annual and month stars. Okay, so let's wrap it up. To summarize, the lucky sectors for this month of January 2022 would actually be the northeast sector. The conflict star flies into the center, so you need to keep this area quiet. And the northeast brings blessings from heaven, wealth and completion. Luck is in the north. So you have to still be careful of the southeast, southwest, and west sectors. And use the auspicious sectors of these living spaces for this month, and both with the big Tai Chi and the small Tai Chi, which indicate that these quadrants or sectors, when superimposed on any room or floor plan, will tend to be lucky. Now, Feng Shui Basics suggests that spending more time in the sectors or activating the the lucky sectors of the home will benefit occupants of the whole household, and just minimize using the inauspicious sectors, okay, for these particular time for that month. So light, noise, activity are human ways to activate the energies. Don't have to enhance it by using other elements, stuff, just by how do you call this, by actively using these particular sectors, you are already activating the energies of the sector. While placing stuff there attracts some wonderful energies, it can, it's also better to just actually just activate it by just your presence, and then by not using the inauspicious places, you have actually also mitigated the bad luck or the sachi, or the inauspicious energy of the month. Okay, so again, for those of you who would like to get a copy of our 2022 annual Feng Shui calendar, is now available. You can see on the slide here the link to our website where you can get your own copy. And by doing so, you will also automatically be subscribing to the monthly update, Flying Star update for the year of 2022. Okay. So it's Margaret here, thanking you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon in my future videos. So it's Margaret saying bye bye for now.